yourself now, be set down. Relax yourself now, be set down. Relax yourself now, be set.
Hey Mom,
Hi, honey.
how was your day?
Good. How's it going?
It's going good. Thanks for asking. Or actually, it's alright. Things could have been better.
What's bothering you?
I know my social life and just people blocking me on social media. I know I'm trying to be their friend, but sometimes they may come off as stalkerish and that makes them uncomfortable.
They don't understand a lot of your struggles, you know, with Asperger's. And I know that is problematic, honey.
If only I didn't have Asperger's.
Well, it makes some things harder for you, but then there are some advantages to it.
True, I mean, I learned pretty well and I grew up in a good environment and I got the best education, maybe not the best, but a really good one.
You have a really amazing memory.
Oh yeah, I mean, even though you and Dad are divorced, I'm lucky to see both of you.
I know it's been hard because nobody understands you quite like your dad and I and your brother. And
Yeah.
now that he's moved away, you don't get to see him very much.
He has always been there for me.
Right. And as far as, you know, people blocking you and stuff, I think you are aware that sometimes you go overboard and you obsess about people and comment all the time on all their posts. And you need to just kind of pull back a little bit so they don't feel like they're being stalked.
True, and sometimes I think about commenting, but then I decide not to.
Well, having said that, Connor, you know, if someone blocks you, in my opinion, they're not an understanding type of friend, you know? And with friends like that, who needs enemies? You know, I don't think you need to stress too much about the people who have blocked you.
If only I mentioned that I had Asperger's or said it at one point, maybe they would have a better understanding of me and would know why I did what I did.
Right, if they know anything about Asperger's. A lot of people are just not very educated about it. You know, maybe you can help shed some light on it.
Another thing that's bothering me is Donald Trump running for president. I know it's politics, but come on, he's made fun of a lot of people.
I totally agree. He's a horrible person. Well, I'm stressed about the election too, everybody is. But I don't think he will win. I'm hoping that he doesn't. So you shouldn't worry too much about it, just get out and vote. And if you feel really strongly about it, you can get out and volunteer, you know, for another candidate.
Very true. I don't know what to say about his supporters. I know some of them are my friends and I wouldn't label every one of them insane, but I have noticed a pattern among Trump supporters and how a lot of them are a bunch of good old boys who didn't go to college.
He's got some scary supporters. He's a scary guy, for sure. So, I'll be driving this over. Oh, it's your brother. Hey, are you on your way? Awesome. We're so excited to see you, honey. All right. Yeah, love you. See you in a minute. Bye.
Yes, he's here.
When I step into the party, all the ladies wanna know. I'm hanging with the ballers, yeah, all my nigga rolls. I can tell you what they say, hey, that's if you wanna know. They say, ooh. When I'm rolling my Mercedes, all the ladies wanna roll. Be my Juliet and I can be your Romeo. If you acting mannish, I can pick another hoe.
So, Colin, how's Biss?
Oh, she's good. I think she misses being in town here. What's going on with you?
It's alright. I mean, being a film major is kind of complicated. I don't know what I'm going to do in the future, seeing how I'm going to graduate in less than a year. I really don't know if I want to keep doing film or if I want to work somewhere in LA or I want to work in a different state. I just don't know. I'm so unprepared.
It can be an overwhelming feeling to be finishing up with a college degree or trying to think about your future and what you want to do. I mean, that was really scary for me before I figured out when I graduated. You know, you're going to have a little bit of uncertainty, and I think the most important thing for you is to figure out what's important to you and what you want to retain from this and what you want to change. So what's working, what's not.
There are some aspects I like about being a film major that I could see myself working in the future, such as screenwriting, producing, directing.
You just named about 6 different things. If you had to pick one aspect of film, what would it be?
Probably editing, but you can't be too picky about what you want to do. Getting a job is hard. I mean, if editing doesn't work, any of the other 5 aspects of film I mentioned would definitely suit me.
So you're right that you definitely need to be flexible. you know, and maybe you can't have your heart set on moving to LA first thing, because who knows where it's going to take you.
True, I certainly can't promise moving to LA right after college, but if I do land a job there, that's what I want. I'd totally take that chance.
Maybe you idealize it all a little bit much too. You've always talked about LA. I think you almost want to live in LA more than you actually want to do film.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get into it. There's some things I'm going to be apathetic about and some things that I'm going to be interested in. I love watching films. I've always had growing up.
Have you ever thought about being like a reviewer instead of a film producer? Maybe
No.
you just write reviews about films. Watch
Yeah. That's another thing that inspired me to pursue an interest in film. Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel were two of the best film critics. They started the whole thumbs up thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that might be a good tradition to go into. You like talking about films and analyzing them. Maybe that's easier than trying to make them yourself. Maybe I should get Mom and see if she has any advice for you about your future. Hey Mom, why don't you come talk to Connor and I? He's been telling me a little bit about school.
Colin gave me some advice on my film major, and it may not be where I want to end up. You majored in journalism. It didn't work out for you. You're still happy with your life and what you do. And
Actually, I didn't even graduate from college, but you're right, I didn't go to work in journalism.
that may be a major I want to go into if film doesn't work out. I mean, I was thinking business or advertising or geography, but journalism is kind of my alley too. It's all about interviewing people, capturing stories. I always have a story to tell.
Well, there's different kinds of journalism. There's print, like you're a writer type journalism, where you can be like a person on TV, like an anchor.
Yeah, and not to interrupt you, but this topic is kind of relevant, seeing how Colin mentioned that maybe I want to be a film critic. And
That's what I was just about to bring up. I think maybe instead of actually being behind the camera, he could be a film reviewer.
Once I graduate college, I don't know if I want to end up changing my major, keep working in the profession that I'm pursuing it. It could go either way, 50-50.
I think you take it a day at a time. You just have to focus and get through the classes you're in right now, do the best you can.
Oh yeah, I'm attending every day. I don't enjoy going to those classes.
I hope you enjoy them somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're total misery or anything, but you know, I do gain something out of it, and they pay off, and I feel like I've expanded my knowledge by sitting in those classes.
So like I said too, you're never gonna gain anything. It's like no pain, no gain. Like you're gonna have to work hard, even if it's something that you're really passionate about. You know, I was happy with my majors in college, but I still had to work really hard. And sometimes I thought, man, is this really for me? You just have to put in the effort.
To elucidate on that topic, I actually took a screenwriting class last year, and that taught me to spend a lot of my time to commit to working on homework. And whatever you pursue a career in, you're still gonna have to work at it.
Well, and any job is a lot of work. It's nice if you have one that you enjoy the work, you know, something that you're interested in. But yeah, any job you have is going to take a lot of focus and a lot of work.
Yeah, I would rather see myself coming to work smiling than feeling all grumpy.
Exactly. And lots of people aren't completely happy with their jobs. It's
Like
not-
80%.
Yeah, you're not gonna necessarily find your perfect job.
I'm willing to continue my studies. If this film major doesn't work out for me, I'll try and work harder and hopefully.
Well, you'll have still learned some things from it, even if you go into a different area. Just take it a day at a time, relax a little bit, it's going to be fine.
It's just like you told me the other day that you're starting to gravitate away from visual art and you want to be free to follow your own passions. I think you just need to start making a list of what it is that you really care about. Because it seems like you have a lot of things that you medium care about, and you talk about being overloaded with interests. But think about what really makes you happy to get up in the morning and what it is that you want to focus in on.
Yeah, I just might.
Does that help at all?
Yeah, I'm starting to see the bigger picture.
Don't worry too much about the present day and where you are right now in school. It'll all work itself out eventually, but you just need to think about what it is that you really want out of it.
You are very determined and you don't give up. And
Thank you.
well, honey, we need to let Colin go. He's got to go to a show. But do you feel better?
Well, yeah. I feel better.
Yeah, it was nice to have this chat, though. I like to know.
Yeah, yeah, thanks for the advice.
Hey, honey, are you working on your school project?
Kind of. I'm writing the epilogue right now.
Oh, can I read it?
You can read it when I'm finished. If you don't mind, I need to be alone to concentrate.
Okay.
Now, where was I? Uncertainty about the future can be very scary. I'm warning this is true not just for me. Recently, I've had a lot of anxiety about school, about getting a job, about the presidential election, about everything. Actually, talking about this with Colin and Mom really helped me to put things in perspective. Colin is in graduate school now and can really relate to my school-related stress and my fears about finding a job after college. It is so nice to have a sibling to lean on, and I feel so much better after having this conversation with him. I believe that things will work out whether I'm able to work in the film industry or not. Right now, I will try not to worry too much about that and instead focus on getting through school. Mom and I talked about Asperger's and how it affects me. A lot of people still don't have a very good understanding of Asperger's. Maybe if I could educate people on it, they would be more patient and understand the hardships I've been through. On top of that, my mom mentioned that I showcase a lot of positive Asperger's characteristics, such as my incredible memory, great computer skills, astuteness, and attention to detail. We are all different in our own ways, and that is a good thing. I know that I'll still worry about these things, but now I see that it is perfectly normal to be a little bit anxious about the future. But I shouldn't keep obsessing about it. I know my family has my back, and vice versa. Whether I continue working in film or end up having a different occupation, I just know that I will succeed. Now excuse me while I grab my shades because I've got a bright future ahead of me. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Really, I don't.